Hello everyone, Overlord21 here, and we have our action mode playthrough as Jaguar. Unfortunately, my opinion of this character in this game is very, very low. I would say he's probably the worst character in the game, because his problems are mostly revolving around his damage output and kind of how Jaguar, no, not Jaguar, you know how Gigan has like mostly edged attacks? Well, Jaguar has the same issue, but for blunt moves. In a game where some of the strongest characters resist it to like a ridiculously high degree. What Jaguar does have though, is that he has combos, and his jump kick's a pretty good button. As you can see here, just being able to kick the crap out of Anguirus without too much difficulty. And I do like his big form, just because it has big damage and also has an easy combo. Although he can't use it whenever he's enraged, though. Which is unfortunate, but I suppose I could understand the reason for it. Ow. Oh, cool. He missed. There we go. Oh, dear Lord, awesome. That was good. That was very good. Now, if only Jaguar functioned like that normally. His rage attack is also okay. It's not the greatest in the world, but it can actually perform reasonably well. But yeah. Like, if I was Megalon right now, Angerus would be dead right now. Like, because this dude does not do as much damage as Megalon does. Alright, let's do this, and we'll yeet. Time to yeet. Let's show off Big JJ for a bit. Ow. Yep, whenever he gets hit, whenever a Big JJ gets hit, whenever he's on the ground, he actually creates a big shockwave effect. Like that. So, Big JJ is theoretically good for, like, damage and getting combo star and all that stuff, but the problem is he's just so slow that people could just run away from you and be fine. Even characters like that are horrendously slow, like King Ghidorah, Destroyer, and those characters, they can just simply not interact with Big JJ if they don't want to. Especially King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah just crumps you at range. It's very sad. That's also another combo you can do, is his Fierce button, and then you can do another move afterwards. I do forward punch because I know that consistently hits. Yeah, as you can see here, all these blunt attacks are okay against most of the chaos. Like, JJ can perform okay. Does particularly well versus Megalon, because weakness, the Doi. But yeah, those two moves you saw me use there, those are basically Jaguar's only edged attacks, and they're not even particularly amazing to begin with. He's definitely much better in stem. He's so much more fun in stem. He just works there, instead of being kind of crap, like here. But against Rodan, I can actually perform okay. Whoop. That was weird. Yeah, Rodan also doesn't like this big AoE move either. Wow, he's dead, almost dead already. Now he's dead. Sweet. Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Once again, Rodan's low HP just absolutely screwing him over there. Not too surprising, I'm afraid. Though honestly, all Rodan had to really do was just wait for me to use a slow move and he could just grab me. He could have grabbed me and that would have just reverted me back to my normal size. That would have helped him out a lot. More instead of what he did, which was not the best option. Yeah. Down punch is a stun, which is super nice. It's also like one of his two-edged moves that he has. Oh. Yeah, that's unsafe. Okay. That's not good. Yep. That does not need to air in this game, I gotta remember that. Let's see, we'll take that. I tried to jump around that, but I jumped towards it instead. Awesome. Also, Jaguar's beam attack is not good. There we go. Oh wow. His jump kick was faster than mine. That's that's sad. Oh. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Godzilla could have hit me there. Darn it, the guy picked up the health. I didn't want him to pick it up, which is why I was wailing on him, but... Combo time! Yep, that's some good damage right there. Interesting. Wapacha! Oh, darn it. Yeah. JJ's normal form works way better whenever he gets that rage. That rage helps him out a lot. He kind of needs that rage to do anything, really. Well, yeah, you can also combo it into his beam, but I was really slow on that front. There we go, he's done. Rip Goji. Rip Mr. 90s man. He's just like, ow. They got him intense pain. It's like, yep. You mess with someone that knows how to use JJ. I definitely think I could use him better, though. But I've been spending a fair amount of time with him to figure out what to do with him. And I honestly don't know what to do with him when it comes to Ghidorah and Orga. Those two are basically nightmare fuel for him. Like, I'm pretty sure doing just about anything else is literally better than fighting those two. Yeah, I just don't have a good time with this minigame anymore. I don't know what happened. You hit those gray guys over there. Hit the gray goos over there. Ah, there we go. There's another one. Adios. Very nice. At least the good thing about Jaguar, he's pretty fast. I mean, I guess saying pretty fast is a bit of an overstatement. He's moderately quick. He's definitely not as slow as he could be. Got some need for speed in him. Not a whole lot, but he's got some. But it doesn't compensate for his weakness, which is the problem. There we go. Guy's an actual good throw, though. I just wish Jaguar could, well, have good fighting prowess. I guess that's the way I put it. There we go. Come on, I need more. Need more buildings to throw. Come on, just a little bit closer. There we go. We picked you up. Adios. Oh, and we hit the gray one as well. Awesome. Let's see, where's the gray one? Right there. I hate it when the auto tracker does that. In its attempt to help you, it foils my pathing. At least it foils my aim. It tries to be helpful, but in reality, it was just a gigantic hindrance. That sounds familiar. You could use it to apply a lot of things. Okay, we'll pick that up, and we'll chuck it right over here to that guy. Look at that, beautiful. Am I going to win this one? Probably not. Seriously. You just could. Oh, we did win that one. I forgot how low the requirements were. Yeah, I barely just got that. Sunk 10 blue ships and then 9 gray ones. I actually won that one. Yippee! Turns out Jaguar is adequate for that one. Oh, hi, Mr. Bettagoon. Whoop. Oh yeah, one of Jaguar's good traits is that his get-up attack is actually pretty solid. Like, not range-wise or anything, but... yeah, look, like, it's basically instantaneous. Ow. Yeah, the fact that this dude is completely inadequate against Ghidorah and... not Mega Gears, Orga does mean that he's just not going to be irrelevant in the meta. That's his problem, is that he just can't do any damage to him. Yeah, down kick does good damage, but the problem it has is that it leaves you vulnerable afterwards. Ooh! Nope. Let's go big. I like going big. Peak damage. Are you serious? Well, I'm glad he didn't pick that up. There we go. Got him. I should show up some small JJ in a little bit. I don't use small JJ very much because his damage is more pathetic than his other two forms, which is not good. He can still grab though, which is very funny. It's watching small JJ grab someone like 3 times the size. It's funny. Maybe we'll do it for the next character if it's relevant. Oh, hi Megalon. Sure, you on you. Because you are extremely weak to blunt attacks. Oh. Uh oh. That accidental taunt. You'll love to see it. Oh, rage. Cool. That damage is insane. Spin. Awesome, he couldn't hit me. Oh yeah, he's vulnerable to his attack too, by the way. He's basically vulnerable to 2 of Jaguar's most common moves, which is why Megalon versus Jaguar is not horribly against him. Yeah, he's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, buddy, I have no clue. Oh! My jump was a little slower than I would have liked. Ow. Yeah, Megalon's moves can do a lot of damage to me, though. Gotta be careful about that. Now, if only this guy's beam attack was faster. Ooh! Ow. Alright, we'll do that. Come on. Then, of course, you could imagine Big JJ does a lot of damage versus Megalon. Damage is good, but pretty much Megalon's like the only character this guy can actually do a lot of damage to. It's all because Megalon's the only character that's weak to blunt in this game. It's so sad. It's so very, very sad. Mecha Godzilla 2. Since you don't resist blunt, this matchup is not absolute agony, which is nice. Ah, darn it. Also, Jaguar is pretty small, so he has an easier time dodging attacks. He wants that power up, so I'm mad. Stinking AI. Yeah, I'll just go small. There we go. We just do this. Yup. Yep, good damage. That's good damage too. Yeah, what I like to do is this move after back fierce, because you can just do so much damage by doing that. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the form transformations also require energy, which is unfortunate, but I can understand why that would be the case. Awesome, this guy's moves just keep whiffing on me, that's great. Ow. I suppose the Jaguar's smaller size has always been a boon for him. Ow. Most of this dude's resistances aren't really all that great. He resists frost, he resists freezing, and poison / acid. He resists that, which, like, that's fine and all, but it's not really super relevant. Darn it. Let's see. Also, JJ can't beam Clash, so that is something to keep in mind. He just straight up can't beam Clash. That's what you get for being beam weak, boy. You get beamed by Jaguar. Yeah. Got beamed. Oh boy. I feel like if I had to fight King Ghidorah, it's gonna be absolutely nightmarish. Like, it's gonna take me like a while to get through him. It's so aggravating. I haven't seen him yet so far, which is good. Seems like the devs actually... Here's a funny thing. The Jaguar actually does really well in this mode. And this move here is why. He just tears apart every single building in the AO like they're nothing. With his move. So Jaguar, while he's crap in combat, is actually really good at building demolition. It's like, do you need a whole city leveled? Call Jaguar. Our interest rates are completely reasonable. Mostly. Yeah, you could just basically spam this and just watch as the dude just completely levels like half of the city. It's quite ridiculous. Now he has to go back to being normal. Boo-hoo. Hello, Jets. How you doing, buddy? Get rid of that. Pull you up, and ow. Thanks, tank. Thanks, military. Yeah, military hasn't been too annoying, right, this current playthrough. That's really weird. Usually they're like the bane of my existence, but they haven't really done a whole lot. I think it's because I'm small enough and fast enough to just maneuver their nonsense. For the most part. Because usually you find me complaining about them a lot. They're definitely very annoying in this game compared to its predecessor, and... well, okay, they could be annoying in the sequel, actually. Though I think that sequel has way bigger problems aside from those guys. Like, way bigger problems. Look at Jaguar. He's like, whatcha? Ow. Whack. Whack again. It's a whack-a-mole with the buildings. I like the little animation they gave every individual character when it comes to them picking up buildings. It's such a nice little detail. Because everyone has like a different animation for picking up the buildings, which I appreciate. It's a nice little detail they didn't have to add, but they added it anyway. It's like destroys just a further part of the buildings, because why not? Baba Booty. Also, Jaguar being fairly mobile does mean he gets to the buildings pretty quickly. He's certainly better in our department than last week's, well, action mode player. She's, I'd say she's roughly about the same tier as he is, in terms of usability, which is really, really bad. The chop. Yeah, like, look how much time we have. And we're just absolutely leveling the city right now. Like, we're gonna be done with this with time to spare, which is insane. His normal form isn't anything to write home about when it comes to building demolition, but that big form is nasty. See, is this everything? I think that's everything. It's all the buildings here, I think. He even destroyed external parts of the city, too, while we were at it. But yeah, did that with still a minute left to spare. This dude's crazy. This dude's building demolition's really, really good for no reason. I don't know why. It just is. Definitely rely on your Jaguar when it comes to building demolition. He's good at that stuff. Oh boy, hi Geigen, how you doing, buddy? Dadgummit, I got juked. Oh cool, we actually... Oh, come on. Oh, I did it too soon. Oh, ow. Also, did that too soon. Nope. Your grab's slow enough that I can react to it. As long as I'm paying attention, I can react to it. Nope. Yes. Using beam attacks on Geigen is just... Well, lasers on Geigen is just completely worthless. Don't use them. Awesome. That move's still worth using, though. Yeah, you can really spam back punch, because if your opponent doesn't block it, it just launches them in the air. It's got such a good AoE radius, too. Ow. Seriously, Jaguar? I mean, seriously, guy? I didn't know you could do that. That was an interesting interaction. But it didn't help you, because you had a lot less HP than I do. So it basically just like... Plunk, plunk, plunk. Yeah, that's a big JJ problem. You should be grateful that move does fairly little damage. Ah yes, Mechagodzilla 3, definitely someone that I do not have the easiest time fighting as this character. Oop. But again, he can at least fight him. That's the important thing, he can actually fight him. Nice. Ah, dang it, I was too slow with the jumping. We'll just do that, and we'll yeet ya. Yeah, jump kick's a solid move. Not the greatest jump kick in the world, just because Godzilla's are better, but the damage it does is really nice. As well as the knockdown it has afterwards. Okay. Yeah, this is not stem. This is definitely not stem. I need to remember that. Ow. Not stem, which makes me sad because Jaguar is actually a decent character there. He's fun to use too. I really like him for how fun he is to use in that game. Whereas here, he struggles. Jaguar suffers a lot. But he does have good traits, it's just... It's honestly the system that screws him over more than anything else. Oh, cool. Sometimes if you combo that with the knockdown effect, you can activate it twice over. There we go. Very nice to Jaguar. Very, very nice. This is an intentional combo, too. It's kind of funny that his big form is like his primary combo starter damage dealing form, but it's horrendously slow and can't handle camping at all. It's really good versus the bots. Against a human player, it's not going to do a whole lot. Because it'll just simply keep away from you, because that is way easier for them to do than to actually fight you. We Alright, time to go big. And activate this, because we can just use this to absolutely annihilate every single one of those power nodes. Oh, that's funny. Nice. You disabled the replicator. Mecha King Ghidorah is no longer invincible. Oh, Mecha King Ghidorah resists that? That's interesting. I suppose it makes sense. He is resistant to it in his bio. Ow. Like, this dude would rather fight Mecha King Ghidorah than normal King Ghidorah, because normal King Ghidorah just kicks his butt really bad. Oh, there we go. Oh! Thank you, Mr. Military. For once. There we go. Got my mashing down, finally. Oh, darn it. There we go. I love using the armor thing to manipulate that kind of stuff. Ow! Up punch is his anti-air move of choice because it's fast enough and catches out the monsters quite well. Interesting. Ah, that missed, of course it did. Nope. Yep. Wow, that was so slow. He could literally just jump kick me from it. That's crazy. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, his beam attack does a lot of damage to Mecha King Ghidorah if he can get it off. The problem is, against the Mecha King Ghidorah player, you're not getting that off. Against this particular AI, you will. But that's because this particular guy doesn't use his shield at all. Probably programmed intentionally because they know that people will have a hard time trying to get rid of those replicator generators. At least some monsters will. Good old get up attack being surprisingly good. Not the best, but it can do good work. There we go. Some good damage there. Uh-oh. Of course. Ow. That should... Oh, this should do it. Ow. Yep. Good old get-up attack being useful for pretty much every single monster in the game, including Orga and King Ghidorah, because those two don't resist the launch effect of it, which is good. The damage, yeah, they still resist the damage. It does nothing, but it's still useful for its intended purpose. Which, at least they had enough hindsight for that. Oh, Destroyer. Hi, Destroyer. Shame I only have 3 whole edge moves to use against you. Ah, that was... I calculated it wrong. Yeah, that does 30 damage. Ow. Of course. We'll just do this, and then we'll do this again. Yeah, that move still is best damaging move out of that state. Awesome. He completely missed. How? How did that miss? Also, back punch does hit opponents on the ground, which is nice, but it's super risky. So down kick, jump punch, and back punch are moves that can hit opponents on the ground. Yeah, thankfully we resist Destroya's beam weaponry, which is nice. So the orbs primarily, as well as his horn katana, which is great. But his beam attack, his breath attack, actually does extra damage to us because it's electric. So that's just great. Probably could have grabbed him there. But I really want to make down punch work. Because it does good damage when it connects, but as you can see here, it's horrendously slow. There we go. You see that? 32! Ow. Thanks, dude. Oh yeah, this dude also has a turnaround fierce attack, which is very funny. It's pretty crap in this game, though. It's functionally just back... It's just back punch, but worse. I mean, back fierce, but just worse. It's still a funny move, though, because it's him just sitting on the ground and sending his opponent to the air with the shockwave. So for your lovely STEM people, that's where the move came from. Because in this game, it's just straight up inferior to back punch. It's just, I mean, back fierce. Back fierce. Oh, wow, that did enough damage? Okay, then. That fierce throw actually seems to do a good amount of damage. Doesn't really have combo potential, but it does good damage. Like, I think the only characters it doesn't really do damage to is, like, Mecha King Ghidorah. The characters that resist the, wind attribute, whatever it's called. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, yay. Yep. It's you. This is gonna suck. Hi, buddy. Look at that. 9 damage. I did 9 damage. Oh, the nerve of this guy. Oh boy, this is gonna be exciting. Like, the fact that Big JJ is doing such little damage is not a good sign with those blunt moves. Let's see, that does... Yeah, awesome. It does 3 damage. Great. Fantastic. Oh, and now I'm back to normal size, which means I'll do basically pennies for damage. Even worse than pennies. At least people have value with pennies. Did have value with pennies. Thankfully his AI isn't smart and doesn't realize that they could just beam camp me the whole time. Let's see, how much damage is it do? Okay, so it does 28. Ow. Yeah, I knew this matchup was going to be pain. I have a video where I did this fight, and it took me 10 minutes. It was bad. It was really, really bad. Thank goodness I could just manipulate the glitch there. It's very nice. Yeah. Thank goodness that move does good damage. Oh darn, I missed. Not that time though. And that time though. Nope. Yeah, Big JJ can do okay, but as you can see there, he still struggles. It's just that blunt resistance that makes this matchup so bad on top of the electric weakness, so Ghidorah could just camp you and you can't really do too much about it. But the AI is just kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to make this fight last longer. Ah, darn it. Nope. 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 No. Ow. Yeah, the wind gust, of course. Like, look at that. My anti-air move did nothing. Like, I thought they learned from Destroy Monsters Melee with Gigan, but apparently they did not. And somehow had a matchup that's even worse. Like, amazing, dude. At least this guy's grab's good. But, like, look at that. Oh, come on. Nope. Well, at least he's done. At least he's done, but that match took forever. I'll be fair, it's not like King Ghidorah was making it easy. He wasn't even trying to win, he was just delaying it. He just was making it take forever for no reason. He was just being a butt. Which somehow does not surprise me in the slightest. Now we get to fight the other one, which is Orga. Awesome. Well, at least this dude doesn't resist as hard, and he's weak to lasers, which is one of my primary damage attributes, so that is super nice, at least. Awesome, that missed. Great. Come on, Mr. Orga. Let's see, how much damage does this do? Probably 28, right? I thought it might do extra damage. Yep, it did 28. Yeah, the beam weakness does make this matchup more bearable than against King Ghidorah. Ow. Like, look at that. 7 and it barely even flinched him. That's the problem. It's just the knockback. The lack of knockback is what really makes these matchups insufferable. Yeah, the karate chop hits them on the ground, as you saw there. Yep. Ooh. Alright. We'll just chuck you. I'd say this is actually much better in STEM, just simply because the dude can actually do damage in that matchup, compared to here, where he just can't do a whole lot. As one could call it, it's pretty sad. Oh darn it. At least Orga has the bloodlust, so that's good. We can take advantage of that. Ow. Yeah, this dude's tendency to just spam beam attacks is actually not a horrible prospect for him. Yeah, cool aspect of small JJ is that he can whenever you're small, if you hold the block button, it automatically redirects the enemy's beam attack right towards them. So if they don't know how to aim up or aim their beam attack, you can exploit that. Oh, darn it. I was a little slow. He's going to chuck it, and it's going to miss, because I avoided out of the way. Yeah, the blunt resistance is what makes those two truly insufferable. If they didn't have as strong of a resistance as they did, then the matchup would be a lot more doable. But as it is right now, yeah, pain, misery, existence. Like, it's bad when this guy would rather fight King Ghidorah and Orga than Space Godzilla, because Space Godzilla has the more ideal way I would have the blunt resistance be in this game. Like, he'd take less damage, but he doesn't take reduced knockback, which that helps Jet Jaguar out immeasurably because of it. Ah. Oh, well, that was interesting. Nope. Boop. Nice 32. Yeah. I'll get back here, you. Good damage. $30.27, that makes sense to me. I'd say this matchup's still bad for Jet Jaguar, though, because the resistance is still there. But it's certainly far more manageable than those two beasts. Ow. I should just jump there. But I thought I had enough time to block, but I did not. I did not have enough time to block. Ow. That did so much damage. Yep, and that did a lot of damage too, unsurprisingly. Space Godzilla has some big damage moves. Like, his grab game may be ridiculous, but he's certainly no slouch in the other departments. Interesting that I resist that really well. Oh, interesting. You can just mash get-up attack out of that. Interesting. Interesting thing of note. We'll chuck you over there. Yep. Seems like about against everyone that move always does like 28 damage, which is nice. Because that... Oh, that does 30. Cool. So it's worth using it against Space Godzilla rather than the other one. Although the other one has better combo potential, I think. Ow. There we go. He's done. Yeah, as you can see, that matchup was much better. Mostly because Space Godzilla just does not know how to play the character at all. In the next video, you'll actually see how truly disgusting this character is. I could probably make, like, at least 5 different shorts about how broken he is. He is, without a doubt, the strongest character in the game. There's some characters that can fight him, but as a general rule of thumb, everyone kind of struggles versus him. Whereas the Jaguar, it's like, I struggle against everyone, except for a handful. Then I also struggle against 2 of the strongest monsters in the game. Yippee! Prepare for intense amounts of suffering! Like, I am the masochist player of choice. Or character choice. Thanks, bro. Greetings and citation. Yeah, this game's... I do like this game, but Jaguar is very much a character that's emblematic of this game's unfortunate shortcomings. It definitely is. Like, they can keep the system if they want to. I'm not opposed to them keeping the system. But what I think would make people very happy was if they could turn off the resistance system entirely. If people could turn that system off entirely, I'm pretty sure everyone would like that. I don't know how much the dev team would have liked that, because they made the system in the first place. But I know that a lot of people would be happy with it, because then it means that Jaguar vs. King Ghidorah isn't absolutely nightmarish for Jaguar to do. Or Megagearus vs. the Godzillas. Because those can also be nightmarish if you don't know how to use Megagearus super well. Or just a myriad of characters, really. Just myriad is like, because that system makes matchups so much worse. So much more jank. A lot harder to get going as well. It could be very frustrating to deal with. But yeah, my thoughts on Jaguar on this game? I think he's the worst character. Because while Mothra Adult Form's pretty bad, Mothra Adult Form has the Larva Form, and the Larva Form carries pretty well. Like, Larva Form is your big damage dealer to start off the game with, because she has a stun that can also lead immediately to the launcher if you're fast enough. And then you swap to the Adult Form to finish up afterwards, because the Adult Form can actually finish opponents off just fine. It's just doing it solo with the Adult Form is asking for trouble. Jaguar does not have this. At all. Like, yes, his big form does big damage, but it's slow and you can just walk away from it. Because his beam attack's horrible. It's just horrible in terms of it being slow and not doing great damage on its own. And Small JJ is probably the stronger form of the two in terms of just general usefulness, because just being straight up immune to beam attacks is super nice. But, again, does no damage, doesn't really have range. It's not the worst thing in the universe, but it's also kind of like, eh. I definitely do not have a high opinion to Jaguar in this game. But I played the character around enough with him to figure out some of his good traits, which I suppose is always nice. But anyway, that'll be it for now on this video. You all have a wonderful day now. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you around the next video. You take care now. Peace. Bye-bye.